it's a good plan.
I think one of their strengths on that team is youth and speed and strength, right? So that's not a team that you take and you go, you need to sit back.
Yeah.
That's a team that you need to utilize your strengths, which is aggression.
Yeah.
So then you do smart aggression with smart big moves that the other team goes, there's no way they're going to try this, right? And you do it and you make them go, holy crap.
So we have ambushed Army to the left and CDR to the right.
CDR gets a pretty solid break.
Oh, look at that. Oh, that's too bad. Army.
Got him going in.
Got him going in.
Ambush going in.
Good try. Very good try.
Both CDR and Ambush lost the mirror players, but CDR fills that spot quickly and also pushes up on a Simo move up to God. Ambush makes a great move filling God as well. What timing. Oh, CDR just pushed up, took Snake from God and filled up behind God, giving them really good positioning on that far side of the field. And now they'll slowly cross their guns over and they'll go to work on these Dorito sides and this back corner.
So CDR's lost one player. I think Ambush has now lost two.
Ambush needs to take that snake, mirror that move up and take the snake. I don't know if God has God is a bunker they call right before the snake, a block there. I don't know if he's got a lot of shots other than
to get him into that snake
right now, which is to use it as a pivot to go into that snake.
It really doesn't play a huge part. You can get pinched out so easily in that bunker. It's
if they see you and they put what we call triangle shooting angles on you, you're done.
Yeah.
So both teams are mirrored up in the snake.
Ambush just lose their Dorito player here on the near side.
Mirrored up at center temples. Both center temples shooting inside. We have a term we use all the time in paintball, in gunfighting. Oh, yeah.
CDR's moved all the way up now in the car wash second knuckle.
An aggressive team, but they do things smart and they time them out very, very impressively.
Yeah.
Let's see how this player. Look how smooth. He's just sitting in there calm. He's trying to listen to the game.
So now Ambush has had to, got him from the snake side.
Yeah. That snake gun crossed all the way over.
Saw him.
Sat there and locked in on him and waited for him to come up. That car wash came up once, and then as soon as he came up the second time, he got hit.
Yeah.
The timing of the first and the second was so tight, he should have actually stayed down, right? Because to go right down and come right back up again has a level of anticipatable, right?
Oh, good movement. CDR now takes the 50 and lost it.
Got shot by the corner here.
This is a good game for Ambush.
Wow,
Ambush Army doing very well.
Yeah.
Against a very good CDR team. So CDR's now has moved back out of the snake to help him angle up with his...
Yeah, I didn't like all their guns down on the ground, down in there. Probably listening to communication as well, realizing that his gun can't do as much in there.
So CDR...
Ref's all over him.
Yep.
Him again, checking him. He's calling him out.
So I think CDR's down to two players. They've got the block behind the snake.
Yeah, God.
And stand-up temple.
Stand-up temple looking towards car wash. He's now shooting car wash.
Oh. Ambush, unfortunately, you lose their back 10. Wow.
Oh, but they still got guys. They got guys in the Ambush. Got enough people out there. Some of their guns aren't even shooting. They're standing. They're just kind of assessing, looking at the field. That's when they start moving up. They need to start.
There they are. Fill that.
Time, right? Big man goes to the corner.
They really need that corner to help move their players up. There he is. Had to get that block.
Yeah.
Had to get that block.
Yeah, smart move. And smart, too, because he didn't sacrifice himself to do it. He used what I call dead ground angles. Played his angles smart and shot that guy out. He knew the guy was shooting tape because he was busy.
There we go. I think Ambush is taking this one, to be honest with you.
Ambush. They're probably pretty
With
fresh
4
on
players
time. I
left.
wouldn't be, I wouldn't be sort of wandering around congratulating each other. I would be
Finishing the game.
finishing my game, do a quick check on each other. See, again, if you watch the AM guys, in lots of cases, they're already checked each other over. Like prior to that, their buddy leaving that area, each player did a quick look at him. That's because that's where they are in their game. They already had once or twice in their careers. They go the other way.
So that's the first loss for Seattle CDR in this afternoon's games. Now we're going to go to game number 44. It'll be Arsenal to our left and Look Good, Feel Good to our right.
Fraser.
That's it.
I want to get a Prestige Worldwide guy up here. So I'm trying to get one of the players on Prestige Worldwide wide to come up and talk to us, and they're just too cool. You know, they're just too cool, and they just can't come up. And each one gives me more hand signals than the other one about how I don't want to come and talk. The reality is every one of them guys is actually a very humble, quiet guy. But as a paintballer, you know that there's a little dark side in there, because as paintballers on the field, like young Fraser and Cole Scott, just incredible paintball players. Who do we got next, Richie?
Okay, so game number 44, Arsenal to our left. They'll be playing on the way side versus Look Good, Feel Good, which will be playing on the right-hand side or the home side.
When they came out in their first game, considering they were playing CDR, we thought they looked like they struggled. They kind of looked like they put it back together again and then sort of dropped it in the back end of the game. Let's see how they come out this time against. But again, they're playing Arsenal. Again, not a slack team.
No, there's
There's
no slack teams in this whole game.
Well, we got a nice breakout for Look Good.
Oh,
Well, that wasn't a very smart move. And of course, here you look at Arsenal, the Inchwormman. Oh, they've lost their
Dorito player.
Car wash guy. Somebody's going to fill that spot pretty quick.
and Arsenal takes the snake on the far side.
Wow.
Their first knuckle of the snake, cleanly in there.
See if Arsenal's going to swing a guy down towards this car wash side. They need to get some communication about that.
Look Good now has lost 4 players walking off.
Oh, that snake shooting everybody. Snake from Arsenal shooting everybody. And here comes Cole Scott, the slacker. Finally takes car wash. Look how he slides up the field on his elbow, using that front elbow with his gun held in position. That's one of the things when I do my videos. I'm going to be showing how to do that move.
That was a quick game.
That was a quick game.
So Arsenal took that one.
So let's call them Prestige Arsenal Worldwide.
So now game number 45, Seattle Swagger versus Van City Synergy.
And Synergy, we've seen them. They're a solid team. Of course, taking nothing away from Seattle. Anything we ever see come from Seattle. And I don't think in all these years I've seen a team come out of that area that's been a slacker team. We get them up here, but they don't seem to generate guys coming out of those regions. I think that one of the reasons is because of the high volume of numbers of teams to practice against. And in paintball, I know it's common that everything's fragmented where you get communities not wanting to practice with communities. But in our history here in Canada, at times where we've dropped those borders and been able to do that, we can get our teams to all elevate.
Oh, paintball gets better.
So it's difficult. We call it politics.
All right, so game number 45, Seattle Swagger will be away to our left. Van City Synergy will be home to our right.
I think we'll see Van City come out fast and aggressive, taking that terrain.
Seems to be a lot more now the second moves are becoming very important. So we see that most teams are taking the similar bunkers right off the bat, but it's the second move that they can do that gives them the real advantage of the game.
Yeah, those teams they're doing a lot better, really controlling those lanes, and that creates. You've got to wait. You have to be patient for that second move. Timmy, our timekeeper's called out 5 seconds. Nice big
Looks like Seattle Swagger going straight for that block before the
block
snake.
and the car wash off the break.
And he's in clean. Both are in clean. And Van City lose their first player.
Just
going
lost
into
off
the
that.
Dorito.
Yeah, they've lost their 30, but they are pushing up on Snake's side. But they got to be a little more aggressive, man. They've got to move up this field right now.
Oh, and they lose another player
Seattle's
behind the Tall Temple.
Slowly they're dropping.
Van
Seattle's
City.
already past the 50 on the car wash into that block. That small little block on the
Second nipple on the on the
Van
car wash
City-
side.
Van City just lost the guy that was covering Snake's side. It's not looking good. This game's over in the next seconds. Yeah. Look again from Seattle. You hear communication, control coming down the field, and they're like 7 on 1 or 2.
Yeah.
And yet nobody's out of position. Nobody's coming crazy. Smart, one move after another. Everybody's covering. Great movement. Now they start using their dead ground as they come up for cleanup here at the end. One guy starts the gunfight, but he crosses the fan, cleans that last guy out of there. Very, very beautiful, beautiful paintball by Seattle.
That was a quick game too.
Wow, I just can't say enough about him, eh?
Yeah, we're talking about he might get done early today.
What?
So is that 7 up for Seattle Swagger? I'm counting them.
I got a lot of bodies coming.
1, 2, 3, 4,
all
5,
7.
6, all 7.
Yeah.
Didn't lose a
Impressive.
player.
Yeah.
That's very impressive. So as we now go to game number 46, Total Control versus Vancouver Island Unleash.
Well, this is the boys that are in red, sponsored by McDonald's. They are a team that's morphed together with some War Party guys from Duncan and Victoria, with Carnage. I have to think of their name, Carnage, from Duncan.
A long time
Morphed
ago.
together. So and so far they're playing pretty solid. They got a good crew of people here helping them as well.
We'll see if Total Control can put something together this time around. So we go into game number 46. Total Control will be to our left on the away side.
Island
And
Unleashed.
Vancouver Island Unleashed will be to our right at home.
Now, last game we seen Unleashed come out with that aggressive move where they're taking those secondary bunkers and then delaying. And controlling their lane, shooting again,
Yeah.
which has been what we've seen most of the teams do here this afternoon. It's been working. The timing's working good. They're playing the timing a lot better rather than trying to just force it in. So let's see how they do it.
Vancouver Island Unleashed won their last game against Kelowna Hustle, so see if they can carry on now.